the challenger in the blue corner. This fighter is 16 years of age. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 69.6 kilograms. He has a perfect record, 8 wins, no losses, no draws, 2 wins coming by in the distance. Fighting out of Skegness, George Chambers. And the challenger in the red corner. This fighter is 15 years of age. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 70 kilograms. Has a record of 2 wins, no losses, no draws. 1 win by way of submission. Fighting out of Liverpool, Larrier.
Jamie the Haymaker Hay.
I'm Ben Lightsout Dearden.
And we're here for the lightweight amateur C title fight.
And we are underway straight away.
Straight in with, you watch, without even being able to introduce the fight there. Straight into a fight.
Here we go, let's see how this works out now.
So George Chambers takes top position, starts throwing a few shots to the midsection. This was said before though, wasn't it, Ben? You know, throw the midsection shots, it's what you need to do.
They do add up over the while, you know what I mean? By the end of the 3rd round, you are going to feel punches like that. And he is digging them in, he's not tapping.
Yeah, he's throwing the shots in definitely there. So what are your thoughts on the amateur C scene then, Ben?
Up to now, brilliant to be honest. All the amateur C fights I've seen they just seem to produce more technical fighters. The ability to go out there and just show your skills without having the fear of being knocked out, essentially. Which is nice.
do you feel like a lot of it's about your jiu-jitsu?
No, because it can come down to strategy and things like that as well, especially. And I've seen people finish with leg kicks, and it's a good place to practice some of your stand-up and have a bit of fun with it, to be honest, and practice your takedowns and your jiu-jitsu without fear of that. But eventually you're going to have to go amateur B, where a lot of that jiu-jitsu won't work, but it's good for gaining experience of dealing with crowds. And people don't realise sometimes it's hard to deal with crowds. So if you go in amateur C and you've got one less thing to think about, which includes dieting and getting hit in the face, you can show your skills off and have a bit of fun, because this is what people are trying to do, have a bit of fun.
Absolutely. Obviously with this fight, George Chambers versus Jake Larrier, you train with Jake, is that right?
Yes. I would consider Jake very well rounded, but if he had a place where he was better, it would be in his stand-up. I personally believe that. Which is
funny, since it's an amateur C fight, and he's, you know, like I say, he would be better if he was at amateur B, maybe.
Yeah, well, you find people who are better at striking actually suit the higher levels, but they just want to get a bit more experience before they have to deal with them headshots, especially now on the ground, because you can imagine. Oh yeah,
he'd be getting a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, and he's to be honest, he's quite stuck here because George has got really good hips.
Yeah, no,
Jake, he's very advanced.
Jake just got back to half guard there. Did it very well as well. He pushed the hips off.
Yeah.
Got into half guard. He could probably push off again if he stops concentrating on that. But saying that though, George Chambers has got big thighs. Because the size of the thighs of that kid. Real.
How old is he? Oh, this is around 15, 16. He's.
I'm going to say 16, 17.
Oh. Lovely scramble, lovely.
Really nice scramble. Do you know what? He's got George has got Valetudo written in shorts. You know, it is Valetudo what he's working there as well. It's, you know, a lot of the shoot wrestling and working to the floor.
He had a very good
he looks
control
like a small version of Lee Chadwick as well. He's like a baby version of Lee Chadwick if you look at him.
Is he?
Yeah, massively.
Is it his younger brother or something?
Maybe.
What would you suggest Jake do in this round?
Realistically, he needs to change up his game plan. He needs to probably come out for a shoot himself, or try and stand off, try and push back, and try and maybe throw some leg shots, because at the minute he's getting overpowered by the bigger George Chambers. Because George is, you know, he's a bigger frame, he's a bigger set, big shoulders. And like I say, big thighs, so he's got to be very careful. I mean, I'd maybe work on them thighs, try and kick him, see how he feels.
We'll have to see what the game plan is for Jake now. No.
See, I wouldn't have pulled guard. That is something I wouldn't have done straight away. And in fact, as that happened, Sean Martin just shouted, "What are you doing, Jake?" Because he's not what we want to see.
He just spent the whole of the first round on his back trying to work submissions, and to be honest, he didn't really come close to any of them. Pulling guard was probably a bad idea then. Jake's got his gum shield out of his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's just getting completely overpowered, and to pull guard in a position where he was at, I just don't understand why you do that. But you know, I suppose he'll live and learn, and he may suffer from that as well, and he probably will, to be honest, because at the minute he's a round down, and he's probably going to end up 2 rounds down because he couldn't get up last time. Yeah. What's going to make him get up this time, Ben?
George has got really good top control, I must admit. He's very good at pinning him down. He's working his body. He's not staying still, which will give the ref a chance to stand him up. And he's working him, and he is genuinely trying to finish this fight.
Oh, he genuinely is, yeah. And he's constantly looking for something. You know, he's obviously looking to make that pass, isn't he? He's not been able to do it as of yet.
See, what George is struggling to do is actually get control of Jake's upper body, which he's actually doing now, and that will make him able to pass his guard.
See, he is. His corner is saying strike to pass, which is it's a very, very true thing he needs to do. But he also needs to try and thread that leg through.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Yeah. So there we go.
So Jake is back in the position he was in the first round.
Yeah. The thing is, could give up his back there.
Once again, Chambers with very, very good top control. Nodding at his corner, very good awareness. See, Jake needs to go for broke here. There we go. There we go. Look, once again.
Yeah, but once again,
Chambers gets him down.
Sean Shirk style wrestle back to the ground. As soon as anything happens, bang, straight back down.
Chambers has got a really good swarm technique. He's just not giving him any room. Every time there's a scramble, he's won every single scramble, every single one.
Absolutely, yeah. He's took complete control of the fight, really.
And he's not tiring. He doesn't look like he's out of breath at all.
No, he doesn't, and he's in top position now, and he's working it as good as he possibly could, really.
It's safe to say that Jake is down another round, so maybe he should try and conserve his energy a little bit here, go for broke in the 3rd round.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to. He's going to have to go for a finish now. And the only way to really finish in Amateur C, realistically, is by submission. So, unless you can leg kick someone to death, which you can do, it can be done. But the only way to really finish the fight now is for him to sub him. But I genuinely can't see Jake Larrier subbing George Chambers. I think George is So we're on to the 3rd and final round now. I've got George way ahead on the scorecard, on my scorecard. Yes. So it's got to be a finish for me for Jake Larrier.
Yes, definitely.
Well, how could he get this then, Ben? Like you were saying then, we're talking about submissions. There's been no attempts so far. So how is he going to get it?
Well, straight in again with a kick, swarm him, keep going.
No sprawl though from Larrier. He needs to sprawl. So he's ended up back on the position where he's found himself a majority of this fight.
See, Jake, he's looking for stuff, but George is on it straight away every time. You see him trying to throw that leg up, but he pins it back down. See how Jake was throwing his legs up then? George just pinned his legs back down, working he's got very good positioning on the ground.
He's way too strong for Larrier. Yeah, he's working his jits. He's working his jits really well there by trying to pass, and he's done it as well. He's passed. He's got his legs spread straight across, ready to pass again.
Listening to his corner very well as well, using strikes to pass his guard. And Jake just seems overwhelmed, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's been completely overwhelmed in this fight. I think the 2nd round was the end of it, where he pulled guard.
Back to mount again.
And there we go, back into this mount position. See, this must be a frustration for Giorgio. If this was an amateur fight, he could have this finished just by shots.
Yeah.
He likes throwing the shots though, and it's quite funny. In the last fight we were saying, you know, amateur C fighters don't throw enough body shots. This kid is definitely doing it.
Yeah, it's more body shots in one round than there was in all of the other 2 fights.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And you can see that taking effect. You can look on Jake's body. His rib area is very red.
He looked like he was stepping up then to go for an armbar as well, but he's kind of sat back now.
I definitely
and he's been booked off.
Lovely work by.
Could possibly go for a guillotine, but no, his head position's too good.
Straight for the scramble again. His scramble is fantastic. I definitely think Chambers is the sort of guy that will grind you into later rounds to try and finish you there.
I told you, he's a mini Lee Chadwick. He looks like him and fights like him. He's gone north-south there. Gone back into the side control. Maybe watch him throw some knees here. Here we go, there you go. Oh, he's got to be careful with the back though.
Yeah, oh, watch the spine. His shorts have told the tale of this fight, to be honest. Valetudo.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what he's done to him, and obviously he's a very big fan of it.
Yeah, I think he's grew up on Valetudo. Definitely, you know, he's
doing a lot of things that you don't usually see. He's punching his shoulders.
Yeah, work on the shoulder, yeah.
Wearing him down. He's just hitting him anywhere he can. And I am very impressed by George Chambers.
Absolutely, great fight. A certain win for Chambers there.
Definitely.
We go over to the judges' scorecards, but I can't see that being any other way.
Fighters to the centre, please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of championship action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 30-27 to your winner,